Hearing will get underway today in state Supreme Court over remote learning. The Mayor de Blasio, that is, and Schools Chancellor Meisha announced the end of remote learning back in April. Listen.
We're planning on only one type of instruction, in classroom, in person, teacher at the front of the room, kids in the classroom. When other cities didn't even dare to reopen their schools, we reopened our schools and we proved they could be safe. We're going to do that again.
The last 14 months put a stark spotlight on how nothing can replace the importance of the in-person educator in class with his or her students.
But the parents who will testify at today's hearing say Mayor de Blasio is not being transparent about what needs to be done to end remote learning and what that's going to look like. So joining us this morning is Natalya, Murakhver, and Laura Gilman, two parents fighting to make sure schools are ready to be fully reopened in the fall. Good morning, ladies. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Natalya, let me start with you. You have you're actually raising a second grader and a sixth grader. Got a lot of work on your hands, but you say you're totally done with remote learning, but you don't believe the mayor is telling the truth about all students being back in the classroom on September 13th. Now, why is that?
Well, I believe that the mayor really has the best interest of the children at heart. But I think that this is really a lot of rhetoric, and it's all been extremely politicized. If we recall last year, the mayor kept saying that New York City had the gold standard of reopening, when in fact, most high school students didn't even see the inside of a classroom, and that continued through the end of the school year. And when they actually did come into the classroom, they were doing Zoom in a room with teachers who were remote. So maybe we should just first define what open schools is. Open schools is teachers in classrooms with all students 5 days a week, just like pre-pandemic times, and that is what we're fighting for.
Yeah, so let me ask you this then, Laura, because you have two children attending LaGuardia High School. I guess, when was the last time that they actually had in-person learning, and what are the schools telling you about the upcoming school year and what it would look like?
The last day that my kids had in-person learning was the last day of school. I believe that was Friday, March 13th, was it? 2020. Well, for my now rising senior. Last year, my kids had 0 in-school days for academic classes. And really, they received, even online learning, they had 30% of the live instruction that they did the year before. 30%.
All right, so Natalya, how many other parents are part of this lawsuit?
We have over 24. We've had other parents continue to reach out to us. We've been waiting for our day in court for months now. We filed an emergency injunction in May, and it took until now for the state Supreme Court to hear from us. But at this point, over 24.
Yeah, but you know, it's not only parents who are concerned. We've also heard that teachers are complaining as well about how the school's reopening and that's being handled. So can you give us some more insight into that?
Yeah, I'm really concerned and confused about teachers feeling like schools are not the safest places. They actually are. It's been demonstrated across the country in open districts and across the world. We have scientific experts who have provided testimony after testimony, affidavit after affidavit. Children are very poor spreaders, and teachers have had opportunity to be vaccinated since January. They're considered essential workers, like healthcare workers, maintenance workers, all of the people that return to work safely with other adults in those rooms. Now we're talking about being in classrooms with kids. I don't really understand the concern, to be honest.
So, Laura, what, I guess, do you hope to accomplish at today's hearing, right? What's the end goal here?
I actually want to help the mayor. I think that by bring this lawsuit on, we're helping him because he's up against a lot. The teachers, they have this awesome, really incredible union behind them. And our kids have nobody except for us parents. And I think that the mayor needs us parents to be up there fighting for the kids, because that's going to help him fight for our kids.
So Natalya, if other parents are watching this and they're saying, yeah, you know, you're right, we should have the children in school, it should be safe, what can they do to help with this situation?
They can get on social media and tweet at the mayor, at the school's chancellor, at our governor, who has sat by and watched communities across this state crumble. People are mass exodusing from New York City, from Buffalo, from all across New York State, because our governor has completely abdicated his role in putting children first. So get on social media, call the governor, email your school's chancellor, email your principal, support your principal in advocating for your children, because no one else is doing it, so we have to do it ourselves.
All right, Natalya and Laura, appreciate you joining us this morning, and keep us posted on what happens at the hearing, okay?
Thanks so much.
We did reach out to the Department of Education and the mayor's office for a response to today's hearing. We are still awaiting a response, so if we get one, we'll pass that along to you.